Hey guys, what's going on? ThirdStreet Reactions here. I'm Shane.
Zach.
We're back with Star Wars Rebels, Season 2, Episode 1, Part 2, or Season 2, Episode 2. One of those. But last episode, man, we had Vader make his return. We haven't seen him since the pilot, and he's great.
It is great.
Yeah.
Well, we saw him come introduced at the end of the last season.
Oh, yeah, and he comes at the...
He just kind of gets off the shuttle.
Yeah, he just gets... He's arrived at Lothal.
Yeah. And then, of course, this episode now, he's actually in charge of dealing with this.
Yeah,
nuisance.
Poor Minister Tuwa. I mean, she tried to get out of there.
She tried to renege and tried to go back on the Empire. She was afraid for her life and asked the rebels for help in exchange for information, and then she dies.
Yeah, and Vader used that. Yeah.
And, well, I think they set that up.
Yeah.
So they obviously set it up and had Agent Callus probably kill her.
Yeah.
And at the end of that episode, they're confronted by Vader, who Kanan describes as just in terms of the feeling in the Force being this coldness.
Yeah, this coldness. It was cool. And we also learned a little bit more about the rebellion. Like the rebel cells are kind of coming together a little bit. Now the Empire's an empire. Now they got more weapons. What are we gonna do? What I mean? I'd be thinking like, dude, it'd be pointless.
Well, obviously it wasn't though.
No, it wasn't. But we also had Luke.
Well, actually, it would have been Galen, Urso in the beginnings of that, and Andor.
Oh yeah, I mean I know there was like a rebellion that definitely people on the ground
that facilitated it.
Yeah, but
otherwise Luke couldn't have done shit.
No, I know, but like it's just I think the idea, like especially when we made that episode, when we made that first one, like this special person.
No, I mean someone like that was an important facet, and probably like the most important facet.
Yeah.
Like, maybe they could have found a way around it, even though the Death Star was flying around blowing up fucking planets.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But that was a significant change in the status quo.
Yeah.
Because if it hadn't been for the initial rebellion and those members of those agents operating like Lothal and Saul, that were out there operating, fighting the fight, laying the groundwork, and Galen.
Yeah, and the Bad Batch.
Yeah, and them, like that information that came along up the pipe, they never would have defeated the Death Star, which ultimately could have changed everything.
Yeah, they wouldn't have got, I mean, first of all, they wouldn't have got the information. And
because for one, that the second Death Star was already under construction.
What I love is, like, for 35 years, 40 years, people criticized Episode 4. They thought it was just a dumb thing to have that in there. And then whoever it was, someone from Skywalker's story, like he was just some guy, like some regular guy who's worked in a company, and he brought this idea, like, hey, I got a good idea for the Death Star and rebels, like regular people, and then like in the idea of putting that in there as part of the design from the scientists, and they let him do the story, and we had a great movie, and like it covered up. It was never a plot hole to me, but
they explained it in the old ones as these Bothans, the spies. That's not a plot hole to me.
I thought it was Episode 6 was the Bothans.
How do they get the information in Episode 4? How do they know about the shoot?
They basically just said that our rebel intelligence.
Really?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
But the idea is like.
Yeah, because Mon Mothma isn't in there until.
Yeah, but the idea is they retroactively made it so the rebel intelligence was carried within R2-D2. So that was always the idea. That was always there.
Yeah.
But the idea is, why was there a fucking button you can press that blow up the Death Star?
Yeah.
And now we know.
Achilles heel.
And now we know that was put there on purpose, and there's a good story behind it. Yeah. So I know we're talking about other things here. We do that with Star Wars, but we'll try to focus on this. I'm excited for you to watch this. This is pretty cool, and in my opinion, I thought the show became just a lot better for me in season 2. I think I enjoyed season 1 watching it with you more than I did the first time, but I think we're in for a pretty good ride for season 2 and beyond.
Right on.
Yeah. So guys, before we jump in, hit the link in our description to take you to our Patreon. We have the next 4 episodes on there if you want to get ahead, and we also have the full uncut reaction if you want to watch the full reaction. Let's jump in.
Kanan, look out!
I think it looks so imposing too.
Yeah, he looks like 8 feet tall there, doesn't he? By the way, they're very much evoking classic 4 and 5 Vader here.
Yeah.
Got quick that is.
Get ready to fly us out of here. Aim for the walkers.
Huh? Let's just run. And the idea of a lightsaber. Kind of hitting something and bouncing off it. That's very Otrojish. That's the thumbnail.
Kill him what will. Not us. Run!
It's like an extra fuck you kind of.
The rebels will not leave the planet yet.
Wouldn't want to talk to him if it was a stormtrooper.
I know.
Better stormtrooper than like an admiral, though.
Oh yeah.
What was that? Another Inquisitor?
No. Something worse. A Sith Lord.
I'm going to make for orbit so we can jump away.
Hera, no. He will have a blockade of destroyers waiting for us.
This shuttle is slow, with barely any weapons or shields.
I'm thinking we know the right man to smuggle us off-world.
Not him.
Fear has driven them to ground. There is a refugee camp the rebels have provided aid to in the past.
Yes.
The compassion of the rebels is a weakness, one we will exploit.
Yes, my lord.
Sure it
What
is.
can I do for you?
This isn't a social call, Lando. It's business.
I'd be taking an awful big risk.
Imperial shield generators.
While I'm not on Lothal at the moment, my droid is. Go to my operation and he'll set you up with everything you need.
Billy D. Williams.
Yeah. Heard a little bit of Battle of the Heroes there with the trumpets.
They're all gone.
They're prisoners of the Empire now.
And all I sense is evil. Why would they burn Tarkin down? This happened because of us?
There's a cost for any action we take now, Ezra. Things are getting worse just as they did back when I was your age. But
We can fight. We have allies.
do you understand what you're saying? You saw what we're up against.
Look, I'm not afraid.
The Empire burned Tarkin Town.
The population's been taken captive.
Let's go bust him out. Where's my rifle?
No, he'd be waiting. We have to leave.
So what's the plan for getting out of here?
Lando had these old transponders lying around. Sabine's gonna tune their signature.
Sounds like a lousy Lando plan.
No, it's Lando's gear. It was my plan. Should these transponders beaming out the same signal as...
See on low, Brent. And watch this to full length. It's pretty hot here, guys.
Order all fighters to intercept.
Sir, I'm
And
scanning the same transponder.
Wolf Tarkin.
In
I
Sector
mean, I'm
9.
sorry, yeah.
There must be a
Yolif.
rescan.
All right, let's make our run.
Tarkin's. Not Tarkin.
Is reporting another device. Order our pilots to destroy them. The rebels are trying to mask their escape.
Looks like they figured it out.
It's too late, boys.
So if we can't go back to Lothal, where are we going?
It's interesting to watch Ahsoka knowing that
We're part
they
of the rebellion now.
got with Lando.
Are we all sure about that?
We can't help Lothal now, but I think the rebels can help us get stronger. So we can go back and change things. I think we should stay with the rebel fleet.
I regret to inform you that the rebels have escaped, Lothal.
Have my ship prepared.
There is a tracking device hidden aboard that shuttle. Now ready the fleets to deploy.
Welcome home, Ghost Team.
Good clearance code.
Checks out. I was just about to clear them.
Chopper said a transmitter activated on our shuttle moments ago.
What does that mean?
It's
We
Luke.
need the fleet to jump out of here. Our shuttle was tracked.
Commander, scanning a ship entering our sector.
You don't get to see his fighter very often.
Done this in a while.
We never saw it
No.
outside of episode 4.
Yeah. So we have 8 ships.
They're probably thinking it's just one
Fighter
ship.
coming in at Mark 3. We've lost Phoenix 1 and 2.
How can one fighter best our entire squadron?
Your pilots are outmatched, Commander.
Ezra, come on.
All right if I tag along?
The more the merrier.
She never distinguishes herself as a good pilot, really.
Very impressive.
Yeah.
All right, kids, do Mom and Dad proud.
Here he comes. Phoenix home to Ghost. We can't withstand another attack from that fighter.
Copy that. Phoenix Squadron, form up and focus fire.
Force is strong with him. Kanan, let's find out how strong. Just remember your training.
There's something familiar. I feel cold. Back on Lothal, I felt something. Kanan did too. It's the Synthor we fixed.
The apprentice lives.
The Imperial pilot broke off his attack. He did it.
Got a couple chills.
Without a hyperdrive, you must abandon ship.
Sir, we have Star Destroyers in Sector 5.
I want these rebels alive.
Now or never, Commander.
Hera, what are you doing?
I think I know.
Admiral, Lord Vader has separated one of the rebels.
Escape pods are secure. Fleet, commence hyperspace jump.
Copy that, Commander. Everyone, hang on.
Now,
Hera!
Wait. Wait.
Release him immediately. It's not your fault, officer. But Lord Vader won't know that.
that's such a shitty thing to say.
Yeah, it is.
I wanted to ask about the Sith Lord you encountered on Lothal.
Fear, the anger, the hate. You felt it. I haven't sensed a presence like that since...
The Clone Wars.
But do you know who or what he is?
No, I don't. But I do know that he will be coming.
We've got to be ready to fight.
But the greater courage is knowing when not to fight.
And we'll be beside you, either way.
The rebel fleet has been shattered. You have them on the run.
Clear the bridge.
A little Palpatine action.
Why would you think that? Well, maybe you're right.
Lord Vader.
Have you dealt with the rebels in the Lothal system?
Yes, Master. They are broken. I believe the apprentice of Anakin Skywalker lives. And is in league with these rebels.
This is an opportunity we cannot let pass. Skywalker's apprentice could lead us to other lost Jedi.
Such as Kenobi.
Be patient, my old friend. For now, dispatch another Inquisitor to hunt them down.
As you wish, my master.
Yeah, man, that was a reaction. What do you think of the episode?
That was very good. Enjoyable.
Yeah, it's weird to say this. I really think Vader has some of his best stuff just in these 2 episodes.
No, I mean, I mean, I understand, there's him leading in the assault with that one modified TIE fighter and the fleet coming up behind.
Yeah.
But I think they would have been there sooner, I would have imagined. I mean, he's tearing shit up.
There's evidence in the movies and certainly in the books that Vader does enjoy leading from the front and kind of saying, like, what does he say? He says something in particular at a certain point. Not lead this to me, but Anakin was kind of the same way. Like the idea of he kind of wants to go in and flex.
Well, I mean,
Like he likes to fight and he likes to dominate.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's reasonable to assume that he might come in here and want to do his thing before asking for backup. Although the greater mission would, the greater mission would be to get backup.
Yeah.
I think he's just confident in his abilities. One thing I was wondering, so they get out in the escape pods. Did the escape pods, and this could be it, but were they in escape pods when they activated the hyperdrives?
What are you talking about?
Well, they had them abandon ship because Vader was just wrecking it.
Yeah.
And then they said they got out in the escape pods, but then they all jump into hyperspace. Mm-hmm. So does that mean the escape pods, if they were in the escape pods when they were jumping to hyperdrive, do they have hyperdrives?
No, but imagine that whenever those, the captain and them, whatever they were doing, like I remember them talking about it and I remember them saying it, but it didn't look like they were getting into them.
No, but they were in something else.
Yeah.
And the ship blew up, so
I wonder if they launched the escape pods just to make people think that they were in the escape pods.
But they would still be in the ship burning.
They took a shuttle detachment from the ship. Kind of like the Ghost has the Phantom or the Spectre, whatever the hell it is called.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Because I was like, I'm not, it's like a big critique, but I was wondering, do those space pods just have hyperdrives? It wouldn't be problematic. There might be room in the universe where they do, but, if they were in their space pods, that'd be a little different.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Oh, yeah, I guess the big thing, Ahsoka. Mm-hmm. One of my favorite lines in all of Star Wars, when they have seemingly some kind of connection there. What'd you think of that?
I mean, it's sensible.
Yeah.
That they would.
I mean, I know, obviously, you've watched Ahsoka, she knows who he is and stuff like that, but this would be seemingly...
Does it explain when she found out?
So, you'll get a very good breakdown on exactly when and how she finds out, but this is her first connection to Vader and it maybe being Anakin.
Okay, so she doesn't know for sure.
Yeah, it was reported in the holonet that Anakin died in the Jedi Temple on Coruscant.
Yeah,
she symbolically did.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what she thought, and that's what she always thought. I think they reference it in the books. They reference it in her show. I think in Tales of the Jedi, when she goes back to go to Padme's funeral on Naboo, and she talks to Bail Organa, and I think it's mentioned that we lost the best of us. You know what I mean? She got clenching her fist. You know what I mean? So if this is I think this is 2 or 3 years before episode 4, for like 16, 17 years, she thought, hey, Anakin's dead.
Yeah.
And I don't want to, I guess, say specifically, but I think you'll get a good explanation exactly like, okay, who did she feel and what did she make about that determination? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think it'll be pretty good.
Well, it seemed like she was hesitant to say that she knew who it was, so...
Yeah, I mean, I
either she was lying or she just wasn't willing to admit
that. My feeling, it's one of those two. It's maybe she had a gut instinct, but she's not sure, but she doesn't want to admit it even to herself.
Yeah.
Because why would that guy? We saw him in the Clone Wars. I mean, obviously the viewer sees things that are like, all right, well, maybe you should have choked this guy, and maybe you should have done this, and maybe all that. But for the most part, this guy, he was fucking saving clones. He was, like, you know what I mean? He was like the poster boy of the war. But then. So, I mean, I think she'd be right to like, well, that's not my master.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Zeb mentioned the Honor Guard, which I always thought every time he mentioned, it's pretty cool. Mm-hmm. And I would like to see more of them. So anyways, that was part 2. I thought, to me, it was just great seeing Vader. I mean, they're not going to show him every episode or anything like that.
Yeah, it was still fantastic, though.
Yeah. Well, anyways, so you liked it?
It was very good.
Cool. Yeah, I'm glad you liked it, man. When we started Clone Wars, I told you the episodes that I was like excited. It was like,
much farther down
3 episodes in, 3 seasons in. And then, this was one of them. Like when we started Clone Wars, I think when we get to this show, like 3-4 years from now, I'm excited for you to watch this. And I'm so glad that you did, as I was looking forward to it. So anyways, guys, I hope you liked it. Leave a comment down below. Tell us what you think. Much love. See you next week on YouTube.